New Mega Evolutions are coming to Pokemon Unite, and in this video we're going to talk about some of the possibilities of which Pokemon may be selected to come over to Pokemon Unite in the coming months. What's up guys, Nintendo Jab here, back with a brand new video, and in my previous Pokemon Unite video we talked about the recently released dev letter to the community for the Pokemon Unite 4th anniversary, and in that letter they actually revealed that we will be getting a bunch of new Unite licenses in Pokemon Unite, and that some of those are going to be new Mega Evolutions for the game. Right now, of course, the only Mega Evolutions in the game are Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y, of course, for Mewtwo, but there are a lot of possibilities as to what they could be potentially bringing coming in September all the way up to December. If you missed that dev letter, again, we covered it in our previous video. They're going to be releasing 2 new Unite licenses every month from September to December, so we're going to be getting a total of 8 new Unite licenses. And that is, of course, really exciting for Pokemon Unite, but really it brings up the question as to which Pokemon are going to be chosen then. We know that Mega Evolutions are going to be a huge part of these 8 new Unite licenses coming forward. We don't know the exact number as to how many of them will be Mega Evolution Pokemon, but we can probably imagine that it's going to be quite a few, considering that, of course, this whole thing is tying into the release of Pokemon Legends ZA in October. So I imagine that at least like half of those 8 Unite licenses will most likely be Mega Evolution Pokemon. But again, which ones, right? Like, there's so many to choose from. Obviously, Legends ZA is bringing back a ton of the older Mega Evolutions, but we do know that new Mega Evolutions will be revealed in that game. In fact, they've already revealed one, and that is, of course, Mega Dragonite, which we've already seen from the Pokemon Presents 2025 livestream that they did just a couple of days ago. So we do know that new Pokemon will be getting Mega Evolutions. I think it's also possible that maybe they release a Mega Evolution for a Pokemon that's already in Pokemon Unite, though. I think Mega Dragonite or one of these other newer Mega Evolutions is very likely to come to Pokemon Unite. But we have to remember that there are a few Pokemon that are already in Unite currently that have had Mega Evolutions since before Unite was even out, but they unfortunately never got their Mega Evolutions, like Mega Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y. So I think it's very possible that those Pokemon get revisited and we get a new Unite license with their Mega Evolution. There are a bunch. Again, there's, Lucario, there's Garchomp, Gardevoir, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise. There's a lot of them already in Pokemon Unite that have Mega Evolutions from the 6th generation, 7th generation, stuff like that. And again, they never got their Mega Evolutions in Unite. So I can very easily see some of these brand new Unite licenses coming from September to December. I could very easily see them being one of those Pokemon. If I personally had to guess, I think Charizard is definitely high up on that list, just because Charizard is, of course, a very popular Pokemon. Some people don't necessarily like Charizard because of how popular he is and how prominent he is in the games, in the anime, in the TCG, all that stuff. But for the most part, it's hard to deny that Charizard is definitely like a seller. Like, he's very popular, and he has 2 Mega Evolutions just like Mewtwo, so I can very easily see them revisiting Charizard and basically releasing his Mega Evolutions as brand new Pokemon Unite licenses. If I had to choose as well, I would love to see Pokemon like Mega Lucario and Mega Garchomp in there as well, just because those are personally some of my favorite ones, and I also think there's some of the more well-designed Mega Evolutions that they have gone ahead and revealed, of course. And I think honestly they're probably going to reveal Mega Dragonite coming to Pokemon Unite as well. Dragonite obviously already in the game, and now that they just announced that he's getting a new Mega, I don't know, it feels like a perfect sort of tie-in to kind of do that crossover for Pokemon Legends ZA, since Dragonite is in both games, and obviously this is a new form for Dragonite, so it just kind of makes sense that they would bring that one over to Pokemon Unite. I could be wrong, but I think that one is probably most likely going to end up coming. And then there are some rumored Mega Evolutions that are coming to Pokemon Legends ZA, and maybe those could also be featured in Pokemon Unite. I don't want to necessarily get too much into the rumors and the leaks and stuff, because I know some people don't like to entertain those, and some people want to be surprised, so we won't get into them. But there are possibilities like that as well. There are rumors that some Pokemon are getting a Mega Evolution for the first time in Legends EA, and maybe those could potentially carry over to Pokemon Unite 2. I do think there's also a good chance that most of the Pokemon that are in Unite right now that do have Mega Evolutions in the other games, I do think there is a good chance that even going into 2026, we will see their Mega Evolutions be brought over eventually, just in case they don't get brought over in September through December during this Legends ZA crossover event and stuff. And simply because of the fact that, like, look, Legends ZA is basically going to be like the main Pokemon game for a while now. We don't really have any information as to when Pokemon Generation 10 is coming, and we don't have any information as to what's coming after Legends ZA, really. So that's going to be the main title, and obviously Mega Evolution is a huge part of that game. So I think Mega Evolution in general for Pokemon is going to be like the thing going forward, not just in these next few months, but even into 2026. We already know that Mega Evolutions are getting a Pokemon TCG expansion and stuff like that, and I just imagine that we're just going to see more and more of that drip fed into Unite as time goes on. Just want to mention that in case any of your favorite Pokemon, or specifically Mega Evolution Pokemon, don't get a Unite license in the next few months with these new updates for Pokemon Unite. There's still always a chance in 2026, of course. But yeah, this topic is just very, very interesting to me because, again, there's only one Pokemon right now that has their Mega Evolution forms in Unite, that of course being Mewtwo, and it's a pretty cool mechanic and stuff, but there's a lot more Pokemon that could definitely use their Mega Evolution in Unite. It would just be really cool to see, it would be really cool to play as them, and I feel like it would kind of spice things up and change the meta up just a little bit. And it would just be really, really fresh and exciting for the game, especially with all these other changes that are coming, right? Groudon replacing Rayquaza, the new map changes that are coming to Thea Sky Ruins and stuff. It's just a very interesting and honestly very exciting time for Pokemon Unite. We're just getting a lot of new stuff, and I feel like, you know, over the last year or so, people have kind of gotten a little bit tired of this game, and a lot of people have kind of moved away from it when it comes to content creation and stuff like that. But I honestly think that these updates are really good so far. These things that they have announced at least seem really good, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope it starts to bring people back to the game. I have started to notice a lot more people playing now on things like TikTok, for example, so that's pretty cool to see. I myself even have been playing more and more, especially with some of these recent announcements and stuff, and I've even decided to make content on it here on the Nintendo channel, and yeah, it's just really exciting to see what's happening with Unite and stuff. I really do hope we still get some of those things that right now are exclusive to the Chinese version of the game. I really do hope that those things make their way to Pokemon Unite, hopefully in like early 2026 and stuff. We will have to obviously wait and see, but for right now, it's really, really exciting. We got some Mega Evolutions coming to Pokemon Unite. We got new Unite licenses. We got map changes. We got Groudon coming to replace Rayquaza. We have the new Electrode volleyball match game mode thing that just dropped on the Pokemon Presents Day. It's really, really exciting time for Pokemon Unite. Hopefully you guys are excited for this game too. Let me know in the comments down below. Always love interacting with you guys in the comments section down below. So yeah, make sure you guys let me know what you think about all this stuff for Pokemon Unite. Hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon Unite video.